Hello, everybody. Brian here from quantlabs.net. Today, I want to talk about the latest developments in the world of development, web programming development. I've gone on about last bunch of videos in the past on YouTube about JavaScript. I believe I talked about the Django. Now that I'm learning, drop the D. So for those that are interested, I've pretty well selected Django as my pretty well base technology to build out the new website for quantlabs.net and any other future websites I decide to put out. As it stands, I've looked at JavaScript. Um, I think it's not a priority language. It's really basically a hornet's nest of programming, and I'm not too happy on how the whole ecosystem is. Doesn't mean it's bad. So you can use JavaScript as a secondary language, where that's where Django comes in. And Django obviously is a framework of standards you follow. So I've gone through about five different projects in Django for different functional pieces of this new website I'm building out for quantlabs.net. It's the second edition to move off of uh, WordPress. WordPress has been really plaguing me since the last 5 years. The technology has declined. It's got more complicated. And from what I'm seeing, the Google search bots don't really put a lot of emphasis on WordPress websites. Why? Because of all its spamming that is built on WordPress websites. So I've studied all that stuff from the world of search engine optimization. It seems Google prefers custom built websites, and Django and JavaScript, if properly done, can be the preferred technologies for websites built uh, for SEO friendly in the world of AI and all that. So it's better to have, if you're really serious about having an online presence, it's good to have your own custom coded base and not depend on a third party like a WordPress, Wix, and whatever else there is. Custom coded, properly coded. And from what I'm seeing, Django's pretty good, keeping it fairly lightweight. Now, when it comes to JavaScript, you can build bases of whatever in Django using the model view controller, model view template, models, either one. And out of that, you can then use the JavaScript with HTML, CSS as part of the building out process for the view uh, of your Django website. So that's what I'm doing. I've looked at various functions for the website. This would include, uh, I've always been a believer in news, making it available for people that I like. I've always going to curate it. Um, and that's served up right now on the website quantlabs.info on the private chat server. So I want to point the content for that to this new website and make it and just unify everything together instead of having all these different, quant like Substack and all this business with the exception of TradingView. Um, as it stands right now, um, I'm not trying to compete with anyone. It's just basically here's what I like, here's what I put out. And some of the functionality I'm looking at is having maybe a forum. Hopefully, it's good enough for people to be part of. As I said, a news section. I'm looking at a video section, but that's going to be from TradingView. I've lost a lot of faith in YouTube with the AI. I'm all about discoverability, and YouTube doesn't offer that anymore. Same with Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. It's hard to get discovered on these social media platforms. Like QuantStack somewhat works, but really when you're on another third party website like Substack, you're really building content for other sites and you want to have your own content indirectly build your rankings on the search engines. So having a custom coded base, user generated, user curated content helps there a lot. So I'm not dependent upon um, my own stuff and then put it out to a email list to have people engage with. So it's sort of like a website and autopilot. So that's what I'm looking at. And having a forum on there. I'm going to have an e-commerce, somewhat like a Shopify. I'm also looking at um, adding news, a forum, another section for webinars, pretty well my own, whatever I do. I don't know yet. A lot of that will get delivered through TradingView, I think. I like what I see with what's going on with Substack, but you're still at the mercy of them censoring you. Even though they don't censor you, they do, because I can't remember what I woke up and my public profile was not available on Substack. I can't remember what it was, something dumb. And yeah, they turn you off. So I want to stay away from that. Um, so the other thing I want to add in is potentially a marketplace for other. What I see is a need that people have ideas, software, and whatnot they want to get sold through a website. So I'm kind of looking at that. I'm also looking at maybe delivering a crypto option. If you have not seen my video on what Coinbase is about, absolutely nonsense. I do know the beauty of Django is that you can have certain packages, no different than Python packages, that are dedicated to crypto. So there's some decent looking ones that are basically you have the ability to take Bitcoin and then it's sent over to a self-hosted wallet ID on the blockchain that I own with no third party no third party interference at all, which is great. But of course, banks, the government don't want that. They want their piece of the cut, um, and they want part of that to be taxed. Now, I'm not going to do it while I live in the West, but I will want to do it in crypto tax friendly areas. So I won't do that until I'm in those locations. So I know that the CRA watch my videos, so don't worry, I won't be doing it. But it's something I'm looking at doing down the line. And I would strongly recommend other people to investigate that if they're wanting to seriously separate themselves from what's going to come down over the next year or two with these CBDCs and all that stuff. Basically, what I'm saying is you want to take out as much control, third party control out of your websites, your communication, your finances, and just enable you to be potentially censored. The AI is getting more, uh, there's a word for it, more just aggressive, falsely blocking and censoring people. And you want to get off that. So when you're operating in the world of social media and YouTube, yeah, you're not going to be able to grow through that unless you're selling um, clothing, depending upon your niche. For me, I'm obviously finance, and that's now a big bad thing in the world. I didn't know algo trading, that key phrase is considered taboo in the world of SEO and crypto and the rest. Why? Thanks to all you bastards out there that just make a mockery of this industry um, and Forex and all that, where it becomes a joke. So yeah, you get the honest people like myself get lumped into it. Thank you very much. So I can't do anything about that. Now, I've been operating, I just got a nice comment from somebody from one of my most popular videos on YouTube, 12 years old. So that's the sort of thing that drives me to keep going. And thanks to them for that. So here we're taking it to the next step as the AI kicks in, where I control my output and remove as much third-party dependencies as possible. As I said, on communication, the website itself, and transactions and the social. Because I know there's a bunch of you out there that follow what I do, and I'd rather have you follow that on my website and only my website now. I'm tired of this third party, whatever, wherever it is. So all of it's going to get consolidated. Now, when it comes to, again, Django, that enables it. I can, from here on out, as I get more comfortable with Django, I'll be able to build out custom websites. That's a power. Or add on to my current website. There's a lot, it's unlimited. I could go do NFTs for my business. I could do obviously crypto and new things that are coming down the line for folks. Now, in terms of TradingView, love TradingView, but I'm still constricted there. The problem is when you start to offer algo trading solutions and connections into things like copy trading or uh, things like basically that which most people want, it becomes a regulatory concern to implement that. And a lot of it doesn't work a lot. So part of the plan with this website as new will obviously be a section for reports, all my picks, stock, crypto, ETF, Forex, CFD even, which really leads to futures. It's really good data and it works. Um, People don't pay attention to it, sadly, because they want the big assets that are always dropping, the Bitcoins, they want the oil, gold, and you look at them all, they're dying. Like they're just like not profiting right now. Whereas if you look at Bitcoin's not doing great, I just did a stream on TradingView with Solana outpacing Bitcoin by at least 5 or 6 times, but yet everybody wants to think that Bitcoin's the place to be. And Solana and Avalanche have been just killing, and Chainlink have been killing Bitcoin. And people don't know that because that's how they're conditioned being on YouTube, TradingView, that these are the popular assets and these is what the people want. But you could do a lot better. Like another great trade that you could just put money into and just leave it, you'd be up about 500% over the last 2, 3 years by just trading USD, Turkish lira. It hasn't really, it's gone up and up and up. Just look at the chart. People don't know about that. So I want to put stuff out there like this, reports, because there's a lot of hidden gems out there that people don't know about. And obviously, this website is dedicated to people that want to make real money, not make quote unquote money because it's popular. You look at gold, it hasn't performed. Same with silver. That's the place to be. Um, and you can make a lot more with the likes of Solana, Cardano, and just other crypto coins that are performing. I've got old code that showcases the performing um, best performing coins for Kraken with Kraken support for trading. Um, and as I said, when it comes to the recommended brokers and exchanges, I'm not wavering. I'm not building support for any other of these two interactive brokers because they're supported by many, many countries. You will not get locked out if you're in a country from your account. If you're in this country, chances are you will be supported with interactive brokers, unlike something like Robinhood, which is now UK and US only. Same with Kraken, doesn't matter. So from my perspective, those are the only two, Kraken and interactive brokers. Do your due diligence on both. Both are well received, with the exception, obviously, with interactive brokers and they're poor. I mean, there's nothing better. It's a lot more open. You can trade. That's the important thing. And the commission fees are low. So that's what I'm planning to do with a new website. Talked about the Django. All right. So I'm going to shut up now about that and talk about the really techie stuff of of the January